Hey guys, and this video is going to be about the restoration of this Pulsar AS 200. So this vehicle has been with me for since 9 years, I guess, from 2016. Okay, so it has clocked around 8,000 kilometers. Actually, this is a new speedometer which I changed. Previously, it has clocked 10,000. So right now it is around 16 or 18, I guess. Okay. So this vehicle has a lot of issues right now, starting with the ignition switch key. So when you turn it off or on, the vehicle doesn't turn off. Only when you press the kill switch, it is turning off. So I have just routed the wires because the key wiring has gone. So if you are going to remove that, you have to completely remove the vehicle fairing. And coming by, the next issue is the oil leak from the engine cylinder head. So this is actually a major issue because the oil is dripping all over. So we need to change the gasket and paste. Okay. And the third issue is this monoshock, which is leaking oil. I guess we need to completely replace this. And the fourth one is this footrest has been broken, so we need to change that one too. Also, I'm planning to fix small things while doing this service. So as you could see, this swing arm end caps, plastic caps will be there, so it is missing. So we could buy that one. And as you could see here, this number plate light is shaking, so we need to fix that one. Also, this number plate is making some noise while you are driving your vehicle. And also this chain needs some relife, I guess. Actually, the vehicle has run just 18, but this chain needs to be cleaned thoroughly. And also, if possible, we need to change this visor. So this is not actually easily gettable right now, so we need to change that one. And these parts actually started failing out, so we need to paint those ones and polish these blue parts. So I'm not gonna paint all the blue parts, just the black parts we are gonna paint. So for that we have to completely strip down the vehicle and remove all the black parts which is assembled with the blue ones. Okay. So guys, as you could see, I have stripped down the plastic parts completely. So this tank, actually I have painted this tank to white. Previously it was in black color due to because it started rusting, that's why. Okay, as you can see how much of dust is there in the vehicle. So I actually, guys, I couldn't find the rubber, that's why I just kept this thermocols over there. Okay. So these covers are actually to just prevent these rats from entering into the backside, because it goes there and bites all the CDI wires. So it comes through this part, and also actually it has bitten my fuel tank wirings. Okay, so that's why the fuel tank is in this condition. So now let's remove the fuel tank, because this, if you are going to remove your air filter or spark plugs or carburetor, you just need to remove the fuel tank. It is not, this vehicle actually, it's not a serviceable friendly one. It takes a lot of time for you to service this one. It's not like any other vehicle. Okay. Because this perimeter frame, right? That's the reason. So as you guys could see, I have removed the rear end plastics too. So over here this wiring is the CDI wires. So make sure that it is completely tagged off. So because this zip tie should be there, otherwise your vehicle starts making some noise because of this wiring. So as you guys could see how much of dust is accumulated in this part, so this underneath the battery. So we need to remove this plastic part also. And also I'm planning to give some paint touch-ups over these areas because the paint started peeling it off. Okay. So now let's remove the sari guard. Actually in these parts small plastic caps used to come. So I lost three of those. Okay. So I think it's not easily gettable because these are all manufacturing plants in parts, consumable parts I would say. So you cannot get those in the local shops. So to remove this mudguard, actually there are two 8 mm bolts behind. You need a bit of patience to remove that one. Okay. Also, as you could see, this welding has gone, plastic welding. And on this right side, as you could see, there are two screws, which both the screws have gone. So I have to use some angle grinder and open it up because it got too rusty over there. Okay. And this is how dusty this air filter box looks. So while you're removing, just to loosen up the carburetor screws also. Okay, it's actually an I think Allen key. Okay, you just loosen it up so that this carburetor box easily comes out. So I had a small tick tick noise coming from the chain sprocket, so I just removed that completely and packed it with grease so that I could rotate the chain sprocket up and fix it, so that this noise would be arrested for a certain amount of time. Okay. It's actually not a permanent fix, but it will do the job for your next 4,000 to 5,000 kilometers. Thank you for watching this video guys. Do stay tuned for more videos.